Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, K Marie. Today's video is long overdue. I'm doing another pregnancy update. It's been a few weeks since I did an update, but I'm going to be covering weeks 26 through weeks 30. So today I am currently 31 weeks. Today, by the way, is September 15th, 2020. So yeah, it's been a while since I filmed my last video on a pregnancy update, and I have so much to go over because I'm finally in my third trimester and a lot has happened. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, I have my notes here on my phone because, like I say in my other videos, I have pregnancy brain and I need to follow my list that I made. So yes, so let's start off with week 26. So some of the symptoms that I had in week 26 included acid reflux, insomnia, back pain, tossing and turning during bedtime, swollen hands and feet, and dizziness and tiredness. Now they say that in your second semester you have that boost of energy, and then you kind of go back down in your third trimester. I am anemic, and I feel like a lot of my tiredness actually comes from me being anemic, along with the dizziness and stuff like that. So that's been one thing I've been trying to cope with, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as we move through the weeks, because we did find out a solution for that. I did have a doctor's visit at 26 weeks. I took my 1-hour glucose test, which I did pass. The glucose test actually was not that bad. I had this solution that tasted like watered down Sprite. I don't remember it being me having an option when I had my daughter. I remember taking this orange solution and it was just terrible. But I feel like they made the formula just a little bit better. But whatever, it's still nasty. But yeah, just in case you are about to go take your glucose test, get the clear one. It tastes like watered down Sprite. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not horrible. All right, so again, my doctor checked all my blood levels this week also, and my vitamin D levels did go up. They're now in the normal range, so yay to that. However, my red blood cell count is still very low. This has been something that I've been struggling with for a long time. I've been anemic for my entire life for the most part, and with this pregnancy, it has just made my levels drop even more, critically low. I think my iron levels were at like a 3, which is the lowest that I've ever been. So yeah, in week 26, that's when I got my results back for my blood test. And I also started experiencing itchy stomach. Now I think it's called melasma, which is a skin discoloration on my stomach. And it's just in the center of my stomach and then across my chest a bit. And then I have some spots on my face, but you can't really, it's not as bad on my face, but my stomach, it's very, very noticeable. And it was very itchy for a while. Now, I will say, at first I thought it was PUPS. However, when I checked with my doctor, he thought it could be PUPS also, but I didn't have a rash. It was just itchiness. So I later attributed that to either being stretch marks or over the summer I was swimming a lot. So it could have been the chlorine. I did stop swimming for a straight week and I noticed that itchiness went away. So I think it was probably chlorine. But anyway, so that's it for doctor's visits, things of that nature. Some of the things that I started working on during week 26 was putting together my baby shower. I am doing a virtual baby shower, which is actually coming up. It's this Saturday, the 19th of September at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also wanted to limit physical activity because I have so much swelling in my hands and my feet and I get dizzy quite easily. I decided to kind of just cut back on my physical activity, do what I can, but take small breaks in between and not push myself. You shouldn't push yourself regardless, but that's just what I decided to do to help get through my days a lot easier. Moving on to week 27. So some of the symptoms that I came across in week 27 include melasma on the belly. It continues to darken, but the itching went away. Like I just stated, my stomach continues to darken over the course of the weeks, but the itchiness did go away, and now it's pretty much completely gone. Swollen hands and feet have still been a thing. I can do absolutely nothing and my hands, or my feet at least, will still swell up. When I'm walking, my hands tend to swell up as well. Dizziness and tiredness still are in the picture. Again, I attribute that to my anemia. And yeah, I've just been doing less walking. It is important to get your exercise, but with my swelling and my dizziness and the tiredness all combined, it's been harder for me to take my daily walks like I used to. So I cut back tremendously on that. I don't walk every single day. Some days I honestly don't even leave the house. But yeah, I do get my exercise with walking when I can, when I feel like it's safe for me to. And then some of the exciting things that I have done during this week is I did my pregnancy photo shoot. I will put a picture of that up here or somewhere, or you can check it out on my Instagram at KMarieLoaded. My pregnancy, well, one of my pregnancy pictures are there for my photo shoot. I actually did 2 photo shoots. So, and the pictures, I love them. They turned out great. So yeah, did my pregnancy photo shoot. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to week 28. All right, so in week 28, I had noticed, well, this is something that I noticed over the course of several weeks. I don't think it just began at week 28, but I started noticing that I have more and more skin tags. Now, I'm not one to have many skin tags. I think I've had 1 skin tag that I've noticed my whole life until now. Now I have like at least like 6 skin tags, 5 or 6 skin tags. But I did find out through like a Google search that that's pretty normal. So I'm not gonna bring it up to my doctor or worry about it too much. It's just something that I noticed, an increased number of skin tags. Another thing is back aches. My back hurts so bad all the time, especially if I'm sitting down for too long, or I could be standing up. Sometimes I don't even have to sit down for too long. It could just be the fact of how I'm sitting, or how I'm standing up. I had back aches. Now I do wear a belly band when I know I'm going to be out for an extended period of time. For example, like if I'm going to the grocery store and I'm going to have to push a cart or something like that. I do push the cart in the grocery store, not only because I need to, but because it helps my back out also. So, and I also wear a belly band as well when I'm out. I don't always wear it, but it does help a little bit. So back aches have been a thing. Braxton Hicks contractions have been coming quite frequently. I have not had any in this week that were alarming. They weren't painful or anything like that. Just the normal Braxton Hicks, and I feel very, very tight, and I get shortness of breath. It's harder to breathe through them sometimes. When I went, and tiredness, that's always been a thing. So I did go to the doctor. No, I didn't go to the doctor at week 28, but I did get my results back again. I think I already said this, but my red blood cell count was low, my iron count was low, and for the first time they found a trace of protein in my urine. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit because I'm so used to the result coming back as negative, and this one time it came back as a trace. But I did eventually go back to the doctor, got retested, and it was fine. So my doctor actually didn't even bring it up. Some of the things that I was working on in week 28 was, again, the virtual baby shower. Just getting things together for that. Some of the symptoms that I've been experiencing in week 29 include intensified backaches. So I used to complain about backaches before, and I kid you not, like, the farther I go in my pregnancy, just the worse the backaches get. I think it's just a thing, and I use the belly bands, but it's just, those backaches are no joke at all. The Braxton Hicks contractions have been coming more frequently, and sometimes they actually have been borderline painful. I haven't had 6 in an hour or anything like that yet. My doctor did say that if I do get to a point where I have about 6 in an hour, to go to labor and delivery or give them a call. But I haven't gotten to that point yet. I did have a bit of a scare where I was sleeping, or I was trying to go to sleep, and I started experiencing shortness of breath. So immediately I did the wrong thing, but I immediately started to panic because I could not breathe. And I noticed that I stood up, went downstairs because my husband was still up, and my feet were so swollen. My hands were so swollen, and I was just like trying to catch air. It was terrible. It was in the middle of the night. I did tell my doctor about it, but he assured me that it was probably just because of all, like, the activity that I had done throughout the day, but I don't know. Foot and hand swelling, that persisted in week 29 as well. Now, at this point, because my iron is so low, I was referred to a hematologist for iron infusion. If you don't know what a hematologist is a specialist that deals with blood. So they deal with people who have anemia, any type of anemia or blood disease or anything like that. So I was referred to a hematologist to get set up for iron transfusions. And one other thing that I have been experiencing is carpal tunnel. Now, this was completely new to me because I never really had carpal tunnel at all. And all of a sudden, every time I started to wake up, my hands and my wrists would be aching. They would hurt so bad. I did a Google search again because I love Google. And I did find out that that's carpal tunnel, and it is quite common in around this time in your pregnancy. So if you have it, don't be alarmed. I did talk to my doctor about it. He basically said it's normal. There's not really much that we could do about it. He suggested that I get some splints, but really it's not gonna help. It's not gonna make it go away until after the pregnancy, after I deliver. Moving on to, oh yeah, so, I didn't tell you guys about my iron infusion. So I found out my iron was extremely low. My blood count is extremely low. So I got set up on 2 iron infusions, which I just completed my first one today. And I'll tell you guys about that also. So moving on to week 30, which was last week, some of the symptoms that I've been experiencing, my insomnia has just gotten worse. I am usually one to go to sleep early. I'm usually in bed no later than 9:30 o'clock, 10 o'clock at the latest. And I have been staying up until like 1:30 in the morning. And it's been rough because for a person who's not used to going to bed that late, and then now I can't sleep, I feel like I'm losing sleep because I still have to wake up in the morning and, you know, get ready for the virtual learning, the virtual school, and get my own work done and go through my day. It's just been really tough with my worsening insomnia. Also, I can't sleep on my left side. Now, I know that they recommend that you sleep on your left side because it allows for better blood circulation. But it hurts so bad if I sleep on my left side. It feels like I'm like crushing my own organs, if that makes sense. So I sleep on my right side. I don't know if that just has to do with the fact that my baby boy is on my left side and maybe he's far left. I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely been I've been a right side sleeper. I've been feeling a lot of pelvic pressure as well. A lot, I think, with just the babies growing and getting bigger and taking up more space. All the weight is on my pelvic area. So I'm feeling all of that. My back pain, again, it has continued to just worsen. It's not getting any better at this point. And my carpal tunnel has worsened as well. So I can literally sit for too long and not move my wrists or my hands, like if I'm watching a movie or something like that, and I'll notice that my hands and wrists start to cramp up. So that's just one thing I've been noticing here lately with the carpal tunnel. I did have my doctor's appointment. I had my 30-week appointment last week, and I got some exciting news, some surprising news as well. The baby's weight was determined also. So baby girl, which is baby A, she is head down and she weighs 3 pounds 8 ounces right now. And baby boy, which is my baby B, he's on my left side. So baby girl is on my right side, baby boy is on my left side. He is still breech at this point, but he is 4 pounds and 1 ounce. So she is in the 50th percentile for weight. And then baby boy is in the 80th percentile for weight. So yeah, he is taking up a lot of space. And yeah, it's kind of worrying me a little bit that he is still breech, because I know that babies can turn around at any point. But because he is the larger one and he's been consistently breech and she's been head down. She actually used to be breech and now she's head down. Or she was transverse and now she's head down. I just feel like with time dwindling down, I don't know if he's going to move to a head down position in time. So I've been kind of worried about that, but all is well with them. Again, and then I got checked for, they did the urinalysis, no protein in my urine. But yeah. At this point, we are just days away from our baby shower, so I'm pretty much all prepared for that. I'm just doing like a couple of last minute things for the baby shower. And we are still working on baby names. We're getting closer and closer every day to finally agreeing on some names, so that's exciting. So yeah, I'm officially 31 weeks as of today. I don't have much longer to go. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to meet them. I feel super swollen all the time. I feel like my face and my nose and my hands, my feet are just like swollen all the time. But that's all a part of it, and that's the beauty of it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.